Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and we are back for a another good, fantastic, wonderful, not at all terrifying and going to die horribly time of playing Eldritch Horror. Hey Kate, what's going on? Welcome, pull up a chair, welcome again. Yes, we're on a different stream watching Rob play a Domain of Mirrors and Noctis, but we are here with some Eldritch Horror fun. So we're making sure I got space for my mouse. And so we're going to continue on with our episodic playthrough episodes, meaning that I'm going to be fighting every boss. So this is a lot of fun, and we'll see how it shakes out. One thing I do want to make sure that people are aware of is I understand that when a character dies, you're supposed to roll a new character. But in this series, what I'm doing is when they die, that's it. There's no getting a new character, and when all characters die or something horrible happens, we just lose. so this is kind of a playthrough and done to keep it light, keep it moving, that type of thing, so the game doesn't really draw out, but it still should be fun. So it'll be good. In random unrelated news, you see the pretty new upcoming playmat for Spire's End? I have. I saw it early. so Greg let me see it early and I love it and I'm ordering it. So yes. Hey Steph, what's going on? Alright, so before we begin, I want to say thank you to my patrons, my YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. We are going to get into this, we're gonna have some fun and win? We'll see. So let's get some information and get down to the table. So a decade ago, Fantasy Flight Games released a game called Eldritch Horror, which was a globe-trotting, basically Lovecraftian base game as we're trying to stop the great old ones, the ones that basically the antediluvian horrors that plagued the nation, well, the world, and we want to we want to try to stop them. This group of explorers has come together to do it. Thanks for making me feel old. Yeah, I'm a decade old, everybody. A decade. So 7.8 on Board Game Geek. This is one of those games where either you love it, and I mean you love it, like I do, or you hate it, and you're like, ugh, I don't like this game. It's not fun. And fiddly, blah, cry. So, but the game's fun. I enjoy it. I think Corey and Nikki did a fantastic job developing this game, and I really wish it hadn't fallen into the annals of history. So, a great group of artists worked on this wonderful art, and you see this art everywhere. You see this art in Arkham Horror LCG. You see this art in Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. So, it's a lot of reused art, but it's beautiful art nonetheless. So, thank you so much for what you're doing. A decade ago, they created a masterpiece. Yes, Steph, exactly. Published by Fantasy Flight Games, and this game you can play up to 8 players, which would make the game take 30 years. But best played 4, so I'm playing 4-handed. 120 to 240 minutes, roughly range in between on the lower end of that. 14 plus and gives about a 3.32, but we've got some rules that we can use if we truly get lost in the weeds there. Okay, so let's get down to the table. We got to create some decks. We got to introduce our investigators and the great one. The great one. No, I'm not talking about Jordan. The great old one that we'll be taking on, which is Yogg Sothoth. So let us get on to. All right, so here we are. Lovely setup. Once again, I rolled the dice to see who my characters would be, and this is all from the base set. So we've got Lola Hayes, Jim Culver, Mark Harrigan, and Silas Marsh. So we've got, I'm just rolling dice to see. I put them all in the pile. I roll dice and I pull off the pile to see who we're gonna get. This could be good. This could be a good combo. This could be a horrible combo. Either way, you're gonna have a lot of fun watching me roll dice. So, all right, let's get some information about our investigators. So our first investigator is Lola Hayes. And I love giving Lola Hayes talking about her backstory, which is what we'll be playing with, as well as her story as we take us through Lola Hayes' card. So, Around the world, Lola has performed dramatic roles for sold-out houses. However, after being cast in the controversial play The King in Yellow, Lola needed to take some time to recover from her exhaustion. Now that she has checked herself out of the asylum, I forgot, I got music with it. Now that she's checked herself out of the asylum, she's ready for her big comeback. But this time, she'll play a different role in the fight against the horrors that threaten this world. She started by traveling to Tokyo to track down the only other surviving cast member of her previous theatrical endeavor. So that is Lola. She has 5 health, 7 sanity, because you know she went to the sanitarium. But why is she doing what she's doing? Yes, hey Dom, what's going on? Yes, I'm ready for horrible things to happen. So, in the limelight, you are addicted to the attention, the lights, the camera, the interviews and suitors, all of it. Better yet, you can use your rising influence to guide the future to the light. The first time you pass a test for each skill, place a matching improvement token on this card. Then, if an improvement token for each skill is on this card, discard this card and gain the method acting reward. When you have only 1 health or 1 sanity, discard this card and gain the denouncement consequence. Ew. So she has, her mind is strong. She has 7 sanity, 5 health, but she also comes with her 18 Derringer asset, which basically says you may add 1 to the result of 1 die roll when resolving a combat test, a strength test during a combat action. And she gets to improve 1 skill of her choice, which her influence is awesome. And as a movie star, I think we should keep that rolling. So I'm gonna improve her influence to start. All right, so that is her. Let's go on to our next person. Oh, go away. Thank you. Here we go. Mark Harrigan. During the war, Mark witnessed horrors he could not explain, and he wrote of what he saw in letters to his beloved wife, Sophie. When Mark returned home, he discovered that Sophie was no longer human. One of the beasts that Mark had seen overseas had taken over her body, killing her in the process. Afterwards, Mark's thirst for vengeance led him to Helsinki, where some of these creatures had possessed a German soldier during the Great War. That sucks, Mark. So his shadowed heart is what his is lined up to be. Determined. You are unable to resist the plea for help. You will not fail them like you failed her. When you defeat a non-epic monster during a combat encounter, place that monster on this card. Then if the total toughness of monsters on this card is 10 or greater, discard this card and gain a reason to live reward. When another investigator is defeated or devoured, discard this and gain the total abandoned consequence. So, you know how this is going to go, right? And that is him. He has... His will is not strong, but his strength is. So he's got 8 health and 4 sanity. He starts with Kerosene, which says you may discard this card to gain +5 during a combat encounter. And he also has the 38 Revolver, which says gain +2 strength during a combat encounter. So his stuff is his will. His will is 4, and that's as high as he's gonna get, especially in tests. His strength is 4. He's not really good on the books, the book learning, but he's trying. So that is his setup, and that is Arian. Our next investigator up for bid, Jim Culver. And we begin. Old Jim Culver's music gives sweet comfort to the soul, and it doesn't matter if that soul belongs to the living or the dead. Folks in their graves, they love their little chats with Jim. It used to bother him, but now he's happy for the company. Lately, some departed souls in San Antonio have been all riled up about something. They're downright terrified, and anything that scares the dead deserves old Jim's undivided attention. So, Jim's backstory is... You can learn much from the departed, in particular those who have tried and failed to off you and your friends seem much more willing to speak in death than in life. When a non-epic monster is defeated or discarded, place that monster on this card. Then if there are 6 or more monsters on this card, discard this card and gain the Sweet Harmony reward. When you have only 1 health or 1 sanity, discard this card and gain the Out of Time consequence. So that's gonna suck. His starting stuff is the Shriveling spell, and he gains 1 clue. So when it comes to the Shriveling spell, I've gathered all 4 Shriveling spells here. We're going to shuffle them up and just take 1, because they all do something different. And so let's shuffle these up. And we'll take this one. So that's a Shriveling spell. We'll put the rest back on the spell deck. He starts off with 7 health, 5 sanity, and there is his 1 clue that I pulled out of the clue bag. He has 3 will, 2 strength, 2 observation, influence, and lore. So that is him. And our final investigator that we are getting into tonight, Silas Marsh. Even as a child in Innsmouth, Silas had a special connection to the sea. He's an able and well-reasoned man on land, but on the ocean he possesses a singular strength and wit. It's earned him a sterling reputation in every port across the globe, particularly in Sydney, where Silas set ashore last night. But this morning, the smell of the briny air carries dread as well as joy. There is something in his past, something in Innsmouth, that he knows will someday catch up to him. And his backstory that he's going with is the call. There is a secret in your blood, a dark legacy that sings to you in your sleep, drawing you towards deep, dark waters. But you are the master of your own destiny. You are tied to the fate of this world, and it is to you. You will not abandon it. Not now. When you spend a resource, place that resource on this card. Then, if there are 5 or more resources on this card, discard this card and gain the Smooth Sailing reward. When you have only 1 sanity, discard this card and gain the Dark Depths consequence. He starts off with the Fishing Net, which says you may reroll 1 die during resolving a strength test during a combat, and reduce the damage of monsters you encounter by 1 to a minimum of 1, which is fantastic. He's got 8 health, 4 sanity, and let's hope he doesn't die. So those are our investigators for this lovely bit. Now, we've got 2 more things to do, and then we'll do our setup. The first introduction is our prelude, because we're going through a prelude, people. And our prelude is, because it's Yog-Sothoth, and everyone has played the Dunwich Horror. Alright, so the union of the witch Lavina Watley and the outer god Yog-Sothoth gave birth to a creature so hideous and deformed that it was hidden from sight for years in a barn on the Watley farm in Dunwich, Massachusetts. Now that the Watleys are dead or missing, and the beast roams free, rampaging through the countryside, a dark testament to its father's will. During step 9 of setup, resolve the starting effects. If Yog-Sothoth is the Ancient One, search the mystery deck for the spawn of Yog-Sothoth mystery instead of drawing a random. So that will be our first card. After resolving setup, each investigator gains 1 spell. Then, if Yog-Sothoth is not the Ancient One, which we don't need to worry about because he is, but during this game, the Dunwich Horror Epic Monster has a toughness of number of investigators plus 4, so a total of 8. So we all are going to get a spell. It will be the first mystery that we have to solve, and it'll have 8 health. And that is our one that we are going with for this, for our prelude, when we do setup, and then our old one is Mr. Sothoth. Yog. His friends call him Yog. The lurker at the threshold, the watcher at the gates. So basically on the reckoning, each investigator on a space containing a gate advances doom by 1 unless they discard 1 spell. When 3 mysteries have been solved, investigators win the game. When Yog-Sothoth awakens, flip this card to see what happens. For aeons, sorcerers have called upon the power of Yog-Sothoth to bend reality to their will. The incomprehensible Ancient One exists parallel to all places and times, but is bound to the space between dimensions. Gates between worlds continue to open with more frequency, and soon Yog-Sothoth will be free. So as cultists only have 1 health, but they can hit you for 1, and it says if you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, you lose 1 sanity, but you gain 1 spell. So setup, set aside all Yog-Sothoth special encounter cards, and then I'll build the Mythos deck based on what we see. So this is gonna be fun. Alright, so that is basically all the introductions I've got to put, so let's do some setup. So, stage 1 consists of 1 blue card, so I just stacked them all together instead of dealing with it. So, stage 1 has 1 blue card, stage 2 has 1 blue card, and stage 3 has no blue card. So, the easiness is not coming in for us. So we'll shuffle these up. All the blue cards. So stage 1 has 1, and then I'll shuffle again. Stage 2 has 1, and stage 3 has nothing. Blue cards done. Then we go into the yellow cards. I called them orange last time. Yellow cards, which we'll give these a shuffle. It's 2, 3, and 4 for these. So these are a little bit more difficult. So let's shuffle these up. Come on. Alright, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And then finally, the other one, there is no green ones on the first deck. Man, this is going to be a short game. There's 2 on the second and 3 on the third. There's only 3 on stage 1. Yikes. Alright, so 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, and whoopsie. 3. I don't know. I flipped it by accident. Alright, so bottom deck, I'm going to just stack them to make space, so we'll shuffle these up. Hey, Jess, what's going on? Hey, G Golly. Yeah, I promise I will roll terribly for you, G Golly. Sorry you had a hard day. I'm sorry. But you are here at the table, so it's going to be fun. So that's stage 3. This is stage 2. I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. And stage 1 only has 3 cards. There we go. All right. We're going to make that week better by playing some of this. So we'll find the Spawn of Yog-Sothoth, which is the first mystery that we're going to play. So let's shuffle the rest of these because we don't know what the other mysteries are, but we know that the Spawn has to be first because of our prelude. That on top. And then everybody gets a spell. Well, we got a lot of spells. So everyone gains a spell. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Because I have the spells in order. I'll say, and it's usually random draw. He's already got a shriveling. So how much spells are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus a shriveling makes 12. So a D12 should solve all of this. Let me get the D12. Here we go. Alright, so top of the deck is 1. Bottom of the deck is 12, so let's start off with Lola. Lola gets level 10. So 12. So she gets a Poison Mist spell of some sort that we'll shuffle and give to her. So she gets Poison Mist. Add Test lore +1. If you pass, discard monsters from your space with total toughness equal to or less than your test result. Then flip this card. So she gets that. Jim gets a 1, so he gets a Blessing of Isis. Shuffle this up, give him... Woohoo! What's up, Dr. Han? So he'll get that. It says, test lore -1. If you pass, choose an investigator on your space that does not have a blessed condition to gain a blessed condition. Then flip this card. Not bad. Mark Harrigan. Rolled a 12. Mark will get the Shriveling. One of the Shriveling cards, which is the same thing that Jim has. And finally, Silas. Silas rolled a 3. He's going to get Conjuration. Shuffle this and let's see what he gets. So Conjuration says, test lore +1. If you pass, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with value equal to or less than your test result. Then flip this card. Cool. Alright, so we've got all the good stuff. We will shuffle... Oh, I need to shuffle this to see where the expedition token is going to show up. And we are ready to rock and roll. I need to build out the reserve, and then we're ready to go. Alright, so where are you landing first? You are landing in Antarctica. And let's shuffle a reserve, and we are ready to dance. Yogg-Sothoth is going to have his Doom track is going to be on 14. That's where that starts, if hopefully you can see that okay. Alright. Alright, let's shuffle this and build out the reserve. First card in reserve, an axe. Gain +2 strength during combat encounters. You may spend 2 sanity to reroll any number of dice when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. That might come in handy. Again, let's just keep it fresh, keep it moving. Next one is Arcane Scholar. Gain +1 lore. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a lore test. I think I'm probably going to need that for a lot of these spells. It'll probably be Jim who needs to get that. Alright, finally we've got 45 automatic. Gain +3 strength during combat encounter. And finally, Lodge Researcher, ally. If you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, recover 1 sanity and gain 1 clue. Sweet. Very sweet. Okay. Now we've got Jim over here in the Deep South. Mr. Man over here in Europe. That's Mark. Lola's in Tokyo. And Silas is in Sydney. Let's start by spawning our first gate. 2 clues and a monster on that gate. And so our first gate is Tokyo. Of course it is. Of course it's Tokyo, because, you know, the character who can't fight's there. Let's put a monster on that gate. And I assume that this monster is going to be, like, the hardest monster in the game. Is it? It's a ghost. What does it do? If you pass the... So test will... If you pass this test, the will test, this monster loses health equal to your test result, and it only has 2 health. So it is... I'm dealing with this like I don't got Zoom. It's a ghost. So it is a ghost. And of course it would spawn in Tokyo. Why not? Then we spawn 2 clues. First clue is the Heart of Africa. And the next clue is Tokyo. What the heck is happening in this? Okay. Alright. Lola is our lead investigator. Let's deal with the first mystery. First mystery says, Spawn of Yogg-Sothoth. Lavinia Watley has given birth to something horrible, and now the creature calls for its father. When this card enters play, spawn the Dunwich Horror Epic Monster on Arkham. At the end of the Mythos phase, if the Dunwich Horror Epic Monster has been defeated, solve this mystery. This is the Beast. And remember, it has 8 health, not what's written at the bottom here. So it has 8 health, and it hits pretty hard. And on the Reckoning, roll 1 die. If the result is less than or equal to the investigators, spawn a gate. So we're going to be spawning gates like crazy. And he appears in Arkham, so we'll put him on that side. Okay, I think I've got everything else solved, so it's time to go. Alright, well, Lola's not going to stay there. She's obviously going to move to... We'll say she'll move to Shanghai. That's just stupid. So she'll move to Shanghai for her first action. And her second action is she's actually going to test influence to shop. Because her influence is 5. So let's roll and see how we do. Oh my god, and that's a 5. So I got 2 successes, a 5 and a 6. So down here, so with 2 successes, she's actually going to buy... I could get the 45 automatic that'll give her +3 to fight. But she's probably going to be doing a lot of lore tests, especially with the Poison Mist. Which will give her... I think I'm going to take the Arcane Scholar for that shop. And the Carbine Rifle is here once per round. You may gain +5 during a combat. That's pretty awesome. But that ends her turn. Next up is Jim. Well, Jim, you're not much of a fighter either, so let's get you to someplace decent. You're in a city that can just buy train tickets. I think, Mr. Jim, I'm going to move you to San Francisco. And let's start doing some build-up. Let's have you, if you pass the test lore, if you pass, choose a monster in your space to lose 2 health. I could do the shriveling on him and flip this card, but that might have a negative effect. Let's get some fight and hustle up in you two. So I could have moved to Arkham and then did the shriveling to take him down from 8 to, if I was successful, take him down to 6. But then he could potentially kill me. So I'm going to... No, I'm not going to shop. What am I going to do? I'm not going to move there. What am I going to do? I think I need the shop. I think I need to. I want that axe. So I'm going to move there and then shop for 3. Nothing. Cool. He didn't want to take a turn anyway. Each investigator in your space recovers 1 sanity. Investigators on your space roll 1 additional. Nope, that's combat. You're done. All right, Mark's turn. Mark. You... Oh, it's 2 clues. Sorry, I only spawned 1 clue. It should have been 2 clues. Oh no, I did do 2 clues. It is 2 clues. I'm not crazy. Not sorry. All right. You and 1 monster in your space each lose 1 health. Let's see if we could get over there and close that gate. So Mark is going to buy a... That's the city space, right? Yeah. So Mark can buy a train ticket. And I think that's what he's going to do. Actually, no. He's going to move to Rome. And then he'll buy he'll buy a train ticket in Rome. And that'll end his turn. And then Silas's turn. Silas is going to go... He's going to focus. And then he's going to travel to Antarctica. And that'll end his turn. Hey, Frederick, what's going on? Oh, wait, he's got an action that says move one space along a ship path, then perform an additional action. So his first action was to focus. His second action was to move. To do that again, he's to perform an additional action. He's going to buy a ship ticket. All right, that ends his turn. So next up now is we're dealing with their good old-fashioned stuff. So first, Lola, since she's the lead investigator, she's in Shanghai. So let's see what happens. And we shuffle decks as we find stuff. Let's see how that goes. All right. So she is in Shanghai. The decadent crime lord Ling Tang Wu Yu offers you access to his library of occult treasures in exchange for information. You may spend one clue to improve lore. I don't have any clues on her, so sad. All right. Next up is Jim. He is in the Americas in San Francisco. Pull these up. He is in San Francisco. You are asked to examine a corpse. Working with the mortician, you learn some basic forensic skills. Improve observation. Okay, so that first. I'm just going to drop that on there. And then let's see what else it says. The body has a strange wire hood over its head and seems to have been electrocuted. It's a grisly sight. Test willpower -1. If you fail, the image haunts your nightmares. Lose 2 sanity. Alright, so his willpower is 3. -1 is 2 dice. And we're looking for just 1 success. Not one. 1 success. He can't do anything about it, so he's going to lose 2 sanity. So we're off to a good start. So he goes from 5 to 3. Good start. Amazing start. So, cool. Next up is Mark. Mark, where are you, Mark? Mark is in Rome. He's in Europe. As I said, I'm here to make y'all feel better. All right. So Mark is in Roma. After an unsuccessful attempt on the life of Benito Mussolini, you observe the interrogation of the would-be assassin. Classic Canje roll. This is why I'm here, G Golly. I told you. I gotta make your week better. Test observation. If you pass, you learn much about learn much about resisting intense coercion. Improve willpower. If you fail, their tactics are horrible to behold. Lose 1 sanity and gain a paranoia. So this is for Mark. Observation is 2 dice. Yay. Okay, I got 1 success. Woohoo. So it says if you pass, you learn much. Improve willpower. So his willpower, Mark's willpower goes up to 5. Not bad. All right. Okay, now Silas is there at Antarctica, so let's pull this. And I shuffled, but it's staying here. Oh, sorry. I pulled this card, the top card of the exploration, but it stays in Antarctica. So let's see what we're dealing with. You find what you believe to be star-shaped burial mounds in the snow. It is physically exhausting, but you try to dig the bodies out of the ice and snow. Test strength. Okay, his strength is 3, and I do have a focus token. I do pass with a 6. So if I pass, an odd relic lies next to the creature's corpse. Gain 1 artifact. Then you may examine the body. Test observation -1. If you fail, you lose sanity staring too long at this alien horror. Alright, so I gain an artifact. That's what's important. So it says gain an artifact. So this is the artifact deck. We'll give it a good shuffle. Right. What do we get? We get our artifact is Pallid Mask. During the encounter phase, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on your space. Okay, so you get the Pallid Mask, and that stays right where it's going to stay because that's what's next on the card. Okay, so after that is done, we then go to, let's see, resolve encounters. Then we go to encounters if they're, we'll go to the Mythos phase. Sorry. How did I do this? Sorry, 1 second. I don't know why I left the book out. Book tells me, the book knows all. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so that is the encounter phase. Now we go to the Mythos phase. Resolve 1 Mythos card. Okay, so first Mythos card. Well, let's see. So we got some fun stuff happening, the Reckoning happening, and a gate spawn happening. So let's deal with that. So we're going to move this to blue. Well, oh, look, there's a blue gate. Yay! So the Doom moves 1. Then we're going to do the Reckoning. So are there any Reckoning? First, the Reckoning goes monsters on the game board. So you have a Reckoning. Roll 1 die if the result is less than or equal to. So basically, I need to roll a 5 or a 6. That is what this is telling me. So I need to roll a 5 or a 6. And I rolled a 3. Cool. So if the result is less than or equal to the amount of investigators, spawn a gate. The gate is Arkham. Of course it is. And there is a monster on that gate. That monster is a riot. Yay! Yay! Before resolving the fight test, you may attempt to disperse the mob with influence -1 if you monster. So there's a riot in Arkham. Fun. Big fun. Then we've got a monster here who doesn't have a Reckoning, and that's about it. Then after monsters on the board, Ancient One sheet. Each investigator on a space containing a gate advances Doom by 1 unless a spell. Nobody is. I made sure to get out of dodge. Then we do Mythos cards in play. There isn't any yet. And then possessions and conditions held by investigators. None for you, none for you, none for you, and none for you. We're all good. Okay, so that was the Reckoning, and then we spawn another gate. So this gate is in Rome. And y'all keep, okay, fine. You want this? You got it. This is a goat spawn. So goat spawn. If you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, you may gain a dark pact condition to discard 1 monster from any space. Did I solve the first mystery with this card? With that token? The Dunwich Horror is an epic monster. It says discard 1 monster from any space. Ooh. Does anybody know the rule to that? Please tell me I can discard that and solve that mystery. That would be epic. An article on the back page of the newspaper catches your attention. An unexplained attack on a remote outpost left no survivors. You've read about 2 other similar attacks happening in the same region. You can see that the forgotten corners of the globe are growing more dangerous. Spawn 2 monsters on the active expedition space. Really? Ah! This game doesn't want me to win. There's a ghoul. If you lose health, I'll gain a paranoid condition. And there is a cultist. So chance to gain another spell. Can you read Hold Up the Mystery again? Yep. I definitely can. So it doesn't say that anything can't defeat it. It just says spawn it. That's all it says. It's just to spawn it. So I think we can do that. So it says at the end of the Mythos phase, if the Danish horror epic monster has been defeated, solve the mystery. I think if I kill that creature, I can discard. Is there an FAQ on this? Goat spawn. I don't have a window open for this. You can't. It's an epic monster. Epic monster have different rules. Do you have the reference one for that? Just the reason why is just kind of the put it out there so people are like, okay, yeah, it does say that in the rulebook. Do you have that by chance? Monsters refers to a monster, and monster refers to a monster and or an epic monster. Non-epic monster refers to a monster but not an epic monster. Reference guide, page 3. Lower left corner when a monster has lost. Page 3, lower left corner. When a monster has lost equal to or greater than its toughness, the monster is defeated and returned to the monster cup. Yeah, but this is different. This is different for the right. So this is different because when that card says it didn't say discard a non-epic monster, it says discard a monster. And on page 8, monster refers to, are we talking about, yeah, the Danish horror. Yes, that is correct. Monster refers to a monster and or an epic monster, and non-epic monster responds to that, and that says discard a monster. So it talks about epic monsters as well. So I think this is legal. Unless they're errata, and I'm gonna grab a window, pull it over here, and check out their errata. Because this is big. this is big for my gameplay. So let me see if I can. I got the errata sheet. Where is it? Errata, here it is. The latest errata sheet. Okay. So let us search for goat spawn. There's a rule under Epic Monster section found on page 6 of reference guide. It says that an epic monster cannot be discarded. Page 6. Epic monsters are treated like monsters for all effects except as described. An epic monster cannot be defeated by any effect except losing health equal to or greater than its toughness. An epic monster cannot be discarded. An epic monster cannot be moved except by an effect on its token. Epic monster is never placed in the monster cup. And when an epic monster is defeated, it is returned to the game box. Cool. That solves it. That would have been pretty. That would have been beautiful, but yep. Okay. Well, we tried. Yep, we tried. Thank you so much. It's just the verify method of that. Okay. So we did all of that. We did the Mythos phase. We finished that out. We played the card. We read through it. We're done. First player token passes to Jim. And now we begin with Jim first. Yeah, it would be nice if I could. It really would. So Jim. We need to improve your strength. But ooh, your sanity is bad. can't use the shriveling spell because I don't have enough actions to get there and use it, which would solve the problem. Jim, you're gonna gain a focus token. I've got my book back. I need to put this back. Okay, so Jim, I'm gonna give Jim a focus token, and Jim is going to start heading to Tokyo. What's the gates? It's the red gate. Oh, there's 2 red gates. No, he's not. Shoot. Well, we got to try to close that gate. We can't help the other one because I gotta. Only Mark is strong enough to kill the Dunwich Horror, which he is gonna take it on in a second. Jim is gonna gain a focus, and he's gonna move. He's gonna move there, and that'll end his turn. Mark's gonna stay right where he is. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna gain a focus token, and he's gonna buy a ship ticket. Actually, no. He's going to test the shriveling. Ooh, do I want to do that? I can kill the creature straight out with the shriveling. I think I'm gonna test it. I'm only rolling 1 die, but let's see how it goes. I'm only rolling 1 die. Ah! So it says, test lore. If you pass, choose a monster on your space to lose 2 health, which could just take me straight into gate close phase. Instead of fighting it with 2 dice. I don't know if I want to risk that. I don't think I want to risk that. That's 1 die. I'm not a good die roller. I'm going to actually get a ship ticket. You and 1 monster on your space each lose 1 health. I think I'm going to use that instead of getting the ship ticket. I'm going to lose 1 health, and that monster is going to take the Canje. There we go. So I just need to be able to hit it once. And that'll end your turn. Silas. We're gonna resolve all this mess. Yes, we are. Silas is going to he's gonna focus again. What do I need to do for you, buddy? I need to gain a resource, and he's going to gain a resource. Right? I could gain a resource. Acquire an asset, rest, gather 1 resource. Yep, he's going to gain a resource. Okay, so he needs 5 resources to be able to deal with that. And a resource can be acquired. Oh, no monsters have to be there for it. No, that's resting. Resource. You only have 2. How can I get 5? When you spend a resource, place that resource on this card. Yeah, he'll gain a focus and a resource. And then finally, Lola. Her willpower's 3, so she'd be rolling a 2. Oh, well, you gotta close that gate, but not yet. First action, she's gonna shop. Let's see if we could get something. She rolls 5 dice. So, let's see if she can get something. We're gonna roll 5 dice. And she got 1 success. So, nothing there's cost 1. I could take a bank loan. If I take a bank loan, it'll be 3. With that, I could buy the carbine rifle. Or I could buy the 45 automatic and the Lodge Researcher. No, that would just be 3. Sorry, it's not 5. If you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, recover 1 sanity and gain 1 clue. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a debt condition. Debt condition. And we'll shuffle these up. And debt condition. Pull from the bottom. So she has 3. She will buy the Lodge Researcher. I think that's going to come in handy. If you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, recover 1 sanity and gain 1 clue. And then she's going to move to Tokyo. Okay. Let's resolve some crap. So Jim is on a city space. Shuffle this up. All right. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with, Jim? Damn it, Jim. A group of intimidating syndicate members demand you pay them for protection. You offer the well-dressed man what you can afford. Test influence. If you fail, they make sure you meet with an accident. Gain a leg injury condition. He is rolling 3 dice. Yikes. He's got to focus. He's got to focus. Oh my gosh. He got to focus. And he's got a clue. He's got a clue to spend. Come on, man. Come on. Ah. Leg injury, is it? Come on. All right, he's got a leg injury condition. Okay, it says, when you perform a rest action, you may roll 1 die on a 5 or 6. You can discard this. And during the reckoning, worse things happen. So this is discarded. Back. Cool. We're setting the tone for this game. Okay, so we got to deal with this monster. We need to test willpower. His willpower is 5. And it's just straight willpower. I got 2 successes. I just needed 1. I'm fine. And then we're going to test strength. This is the one that matters. I have 4 strength. And then I'm also going to use the 38 revolver to gain +2. So that would have been 6 minus 2. So 4. And I just need 1 success. I got 1, 2. Ha! Blocked his, killed him. You're dead. Back to the bag with you, scrub. Then I'm closing that gate. I'm going to try to close that gate. Okay, what are we dealing with? Yugoth. The Migo refuse to go near the city of green pyramids. You summon your courage and explore that abandoned. Test willpower. So remember, his willpower is 5. I have a focus, so I'll be using that focus. A bunch of 2s and a 4. What type of crap is that? Anyway. A 3, fail. Cool. This gate's not going to be closed. Gotcha. You run from the pyramids as fast as you can until the Migo return. You need to rely on your own means of survival. Test strength. If you fail, you succumb to the harsh elements of this strange world. Lose 1 health and 1 sanity. So this is just getting out of here. I'm rolling 4 dice. There are the 2 successes I needed, so at least I don't get hurt, but the gate doesn't close, which sucks. Alright, next up is, that was Mark. Next up is Silas. We got monsters to fight. What order are we going to fight them in? Let's do them in Yeah, I don't want the paranoid condition to hit. The cultist will help me lose a sanity, which I don't like, but I can rewrite. It doesn't matter. It says if you defeat the cultist during combat, lose 1 sanity and gain a spell. If you lose health from the strength test, gain a paranoia condition. Let's do the cultist first. So all it is just a strength test. You may reroll 1 die when resolving strength test during a combat encounter. Reduce the damage of the monster from your encounter to a minimum of 1. I'm not on the C space, so this is how this shakes up. So I'm rolling 3 dice. Using this. Come on, game. Come on. That's all he's going to do. So he's going to... No, I gotta kill him. I gotta kill him. Because what happens if I don't defeat him? I roll another die. There it is. There's the 6. So I did succeed, get the 1. I didn't take any damage. So if you defeat the monster, which I did, lose 1 sanity, going down to 3. And then gaining a spell. So let's see what spell we're getting. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Healing Words is number 6. Shuffle these up, and he's getting a Healing Words spell. Alright, Healing Words. When an investigator on your space performs a rest action, you may test lore. If you pass, then an investigator recovers 1 additional health and 1 additional sanity, then flip this card. Right. That's the spell you get. Then this is back in the bag, and now we take you on. So we test willpower plus 1. So I'm rolling 4 dice. This game's going to be over real quick. I got a 6, which is 1 success. That's all I needed. If you lose health from the test, gain a paranoia condition. Now it's strength test, so I'm going to only roll 3 dice. I can re-roll those strength tests. And I can reduce your damage by 1, so I'll roll it down to 1. So I can re-roll it once. Re-roll this. So I'm going to take 1 damage. He takes none. Cool. Then Lola's turn. So she's got to deal with this monster. So she's testing willpower -1, so she's only rolling 2 dice. And if you pass the test, this monster loses health equal to your test result. I got a 5 and a 2. You may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a strength test. This is just willpower. So this monster takes 1 damage. And he hits me for 1 sanity. Okay. Big fun. Big fun. Big fun. We're doing so well. Jeez. Come on, game. This is going to be the shortest game ever. So red, there's 2 red gates. So 1, 2. Then the Reckoning. So first monster's on the board. Roll a die. So I rolled a 2, so we're going to spawn a gate. So it's going to Shanghai. And it's a red gate. Of course it is. And there is... reaching in, pulling out a monster. It's a cultist. That is there. Okay, what other Reckoning abilities? Nobody else on the board. Each investigator on a space containing a gate, you, advances the doom by 1 unless they discard a spell. Yeah, you could ditch Poison Mist, so let's not do that. So we'll ditch that. And you ditch the Shriveling. Okay. Then we go to, so that was monsters on board, monster card, the ancient one card, mythos in play, none, and then us. Well, she's got a debt condition. Oh, we know. Test influence. If you pass, discard this card. Oh, no, no, no. Some men have come to collect your debt. Flip the card. It just happens. Hitmen. Woo! This is good. This is going downward a spiral quick. You see now that it was no ordinary bank you borrowed from. Some armed men confront you and demand that you repay what you owe. Test strength. If you fail, lose 3 health, then discard this card. My strength is 2. Oh my goodness. Hey, I passed. Look at that. Hey. So, I didn't fail. Discard the debt condition. Woohoo! I passed. My goodness. Okay, any other reckoning? Yep, you leg injury. Test strength. If you fail, flip this card. Rolling 2 dice. I got a 6. Ha! So I didn't fail, so the leg injury persists. Nothing for you, nothing for you. Then we go to Gate Spawn. Buenos Aires, and a lovely monster is on that. Well, Jim, you need to close that. It is Serpent People. When this monster is spawned, move it to the Amazon. Alright, then... And, yeah, it's just 1 gate spawning. Okay. Big fun. Big fun. You can't sleep and can't stop shaking compulsively. You open your suitcase and count everything, gripping everything you own so tightly your hands bleed. Burden of greed. Each investigator may discard any number of item possessions, then they lose 1 health for each item possession they keep. Item possession, you don't have any. You don't have any. You have 2, and you have 1. So they lose what? Health. So you'll lose 1 health. You lose 2 health. I get rid of none of that. And I need to find out what you need. You need... Oh, killing monsters. Well, that was a cultist, so it didn't count. Because I killed the creature that was here, which was the goat spawn. I should have put it on his card. Sorry. Let me go find that thing. The heck is it? Here it is. Because it says, when you defeat a non-epic monster during a combat encounter, place that monster on this card. If the total toughness of this monster, of all the monsters is... So he's at a 2. Okay. Alright. So that sucked. Let's continue on with play. First player passes to you. And Mark, what are you doing first? I gotta kill that thing or die trying. That's just how this has to go. You just buy a ship ticket and go over there. I don't know. He doesn't have any spells. He's got a +5 combat, which would be great for fighting it, but there's another stupid creature there. That'd be +5 item. You may discard this card to gain +5 during a combat encounter. That'd be 9 dice, -2. What the hell? Let's just do it. Ship ticket. Ship ticket. If he dies, he dies. That'll end his turn. Then Silas's turn. This monster's still here. Silas is going to use his action to move along a shipway and then move 1 space along a ship path, then perform 1 additional action, which is, yeah. So he'll do that. He'll use a ship ticket to get here. And he has, so that was the free action. So that means he has 2 actions left. First thing he's going to do is gain a resource. The second thing he's going to do is gain a focus. That'll end his turn. Lola, she got to shut that gate. So Lola's going to gain a focus token. Yep. And she doesn't have any spells to do anything. That's that. What do you do, sir? You need to... So she'll gain a focus token and spend any number of improvement tokens, then improve one skill of your choice for each spent. I need willpower for you, so I'm actually going to spend any number of improvement tokens. So one improvement token of this to gain willpower. +1 on willpower. And that ends her turn. Jim's turn. Ship ticket. Boom, boom. You just gotta deal with it. Okay, so let's start with Mark. He's there. Jim's ability said investigator on your space, roll 1 additional die when resolving tests during combat encounters. So what do we want to take out first? Hey Steve, what's going on? Don't wake it. Oh, it's gonna wake up. Basically it has 8 health. Before resolving the fight test, you may attempt to disperse the mob with an influence -1. I think I'm gonna let Jim try to do that. We're gonna... Yeah, because your influence is 2, you'd only be rolling 1 die. His would be 2 dice. He'd be -3. I think I'm going to take on the damage. Ooh. He could die right now. Yeah. He's got to take it on. He's rolling 5 dice -1, so 4, and I need 3 successes, or I think I might be dead. Oh my gosh. 1 success. So I take 2 sanity damage going down to 2. Oh, wait. I get to roll an additional die. So 1 sanity damage going down from 5 to 4, from to 3. Sorry, to 3. Okay. Then let's fight. I am going to... You may discard this card to gain +5 fight during a combat encounter. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus his 1, 2, 3, 4 -2. Discard that. And here's the betting it all on the farm. 1, 2. Out of all of that, I just got 2. And I get to roll an additional die. I keep forgetting about Jim. Yeah, 2. So he hits me for 1. I hit him for 2. So he takes 2 damage. And I think that's it. I don't think I get to fight anything else. I don't believe, or do I have to fight both? Fighting monsters. Do I have to fight both still, or does combat end if I don't kill one and I then gotta fight the other? Should know, I've run into this before. If an investigator is on a space containing one or more monsters, he must resolve a single combat action against each monster on that space, one at a time in order of his choice. So yeah, I gotta deal with both. Okay. So this one's just a straight fight. He's rolling 4, -3, so 1. And he's going to do his revolver to gain +2. Dadgummit. So he's rolling 3. Oh, wait. I could disperse the mob. Before resolving the test, I could test influence -1 to disperse the mob. So here we go. Nope. So then let's do it. That's just 1 success, so the mob takes... I'll just use this. It takes 1 point. And he takes 2. He goes down to 2 health. Okay. Jim, now it's Silas's turn. That's where we were trying to close this gate. You're stunned to see a familiar face reading through tomes of dark sorcery. You try to catch a glimpse of what he's reading without alerting him to your presence. Observation -1. My observation is 3, so I'm rolling 2 dice. I got 1 success. I got that 5. So you learn what he's been reading and realize that he has opened a portal between worlds. Close this gate. Afterwards, you examine the book that he is reading. Test lore. If you pass, gain 1 clue or 1 spell. If you fail, you've never encountered such horrors before, lose 2 sanity. So the gate is closed. Cool. And then I gotta test the 1 die that I get to roll. Hey, I got a 6. Sweet. So if you pass, gain 1 clue or 1 spell. I'll gain... I want a clue or a spell. And a spell. 11. Oh, what's that? 11 is Wither. Wither spell. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I rolled a 6. Sorry about that. So, Wither. When resolving a combat encounter, you may test lore. If you pass, gain +3 fight during an encounter, and then flip this card. There we go. Okay. So, what's this over here? Did 1 Wither fly out? Is that what happened? Okay. So the gate's shut. You did your job. Then Lola. She just needs to test willpower. -1. Her willpower is 4 -1, 3. And I just need 2 successes, please. I got 1 success, which is what I needed, but I'm going to take 1 hit as well. And I defeated this, so you're gone. When a non-epic monster is defeated or discarded, not when I defeat, but when it's defeated or discarded, plop, put you right there. Then we're going to try to close that gate. Oh, Lola. The night gaunts seem intent on keeping you here in darkness. You do your best to continue climbing out of these terrible depths without alerting them to your presence. Test observation. Our observation is 2. Oh, and also, if you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, which I did, recover 1 sanity, so I get it back, and gain 1 clue. I lie. Oh, a clue. Alright, so let's, she rolls 2 dice. Got a 6. That's a beautiful success that I love, love, love. You reach the trapdoor that leads from the abyss to Sarkamund. The journey has only strengthened your resolve. Improve willpower. Now it will require all your strength to push open the door. Strength -1. So willpower actually goes from +1 to +2. And test strength -1. My strength is 2, so I'm rolling 1 die. Well, let's see how this shakes out. I rolled a 2, I'm going to use my focus token. I rolled a 1, I'm going to use my clue. There we go, 6. There it is. We got time to do it. Alright, so come on. If you pass, you are able to escape. Close this gate. If you fail, gain a back injury. But we did pass. Gate closed. Problem solved. Alright, so close discarded. Focus target moved. And there we go. Okay, so cool. Jim, your turn. Jim is going to... he's going to... What do you hit? You hit strength? That's okay. He'll try to get rid of the mob by testing influence -1, so he's rolling 2 dice. Disperse this mob! I rolled a 5. Yes! Yes! When it's defeated, goes on there, so that's a 5. I just need 1 more. 1 more, and his triggers. So now he's going after Big Man. What can he do? And he gets to roll an additional die in a combat encounter. So willpower 3, so he rolls 4. Wow. Wow. And he just got his negative consequence. Wow. So his sanity, he takes 3 sanity damage, going down to 1, which then kicks off when you have only 1 health or one sanity. Discard this card and gain the out of time consequence. Wow. I had to roll anything other than nothing. Your maximum health and sanity are reduced by 1. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving a willpower test during a combat encounter. So awesome. Good job, buddy. Good job. So my health. So my sanity's 4. My health is now 6. And I roll 1 less die, but we're still gonna fight you. No, we're only gonna roll 1 die and take 3 damage. I got a 5, so I will take 2 damage, and you will take 1. You go up to 3, and I take 2, going down to 4. Wow. Okay. Just wow. All right. That ends everybody's turn. Wow. Let's see what happens next. Draw a clue, and then something bad's happening with this card. So let's grab a clue. This clue is going on number 12, 10, 11, 13, about 12 down there. So 12, it's going right there. Okay, and then something terrible. Three things are going on this card because something terrible is about to happen. Your contact in the capital is hesitant to speak about those called the Watches. He says they work for a number of different governments, but answer to some other authority. Ongoing rumor. When this card enters play, spawn the TikTok Men epic monster on Space 21. When it is defeated, solve this rumor. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator discards all of their clues and discard all clues on the game board, then solve this rumor. Not bad. That doesn't bug me. Cool. So you get 3 on you. I'll put you up over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wow. Suck. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be 2 clues. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 2 clues, not 1. So the second clue is spawning in Tunguska. Okay. Big fun. Big fun. So first player passes to Silas. So these mean nothing anymore. They could go back to the bag. Silas is going to rest, get 4, and 1 to get 1 health, 1 this. And then Silas is going to use his action to get back here. I have to heal. When an investigator on your space performs a rest action, tests lore. I only have 1 die. No. I will not do that. Okay. Cool. Cool. That'll end his turn. Lola. She's going to stay right there. She is going to she doesn't. She's going to focus. She's going to gain she's going to shop. So she rolls 4 dice. 1, 2 successes. Oh, and I forgot to replenish this. Police assistance there. It says, when you gain this card, immediately discard 1 monster of your choice on any space with toughness 2 or less. Then discard this monster. We can help Silas out with that. We can't. Ooh. You. Yep. So I'm going to buy this for 1. On any space, 2 or less, your toughness is 2. Bye. So that gets discarded. Next one that comes out, I've got 1 left to spend, but that's pretty much it. Okay, cool. You're done. Thank you. Get rid of that guy. Okay, next up is Jim. Action. Each investigator in your space recovers 1 sanity, so you'll gain 2. You'll gain 4. And then you will test. We'll test Lori. I'm going to use shriveling. Ooh, or I could give him the blessed condition, but that's too late. We're going to test shriveling. So you're going to roll 3 dice and test. If you pass, choose a monster on your space to lose 2 health. I got 1 success. I did pass. You're going to lose 2 health going up to 5. 3 more health to lose. Then flip this card. Resolve the effect based on I rolled 1. Your magic calls attention to your location. Immediately resolve a combat encounter against each monster in your space in the order of your choice. Okay, so you may die right now. You just may die. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving a willpower test during a combat encounter. So I'm rolling 2 dice. Sorry, I would roll 3, -1, 2, and 1 less 1. I'm dead. He's dead. He's a dead man. He is out. I get, investigator in your space, roll 1 additional die when resolving, so at least I get 2. Spawn the monster. Spawn the monster. What monster spawn? Your magic calls attention. Immediately resolve a combat against each monster on your space in the order of your choice. What are you talking about, spawn the monster? Spawn what monster? What are we talking about? What'd I miss? Spawn what monster? Oh, the TikTok. Thank you. TikTok monster. Where do you spawn? TikTok guy? When this card enters play, spawn the TikTok men epic monster on 21. Thank you. Sorry. I was two. So spawn TikTok men right there. Okay, so he's gonna roll 2 dice and potentially die. So let's see what happens. If he doesn't get 2 successes, he's dead. I got 2 successes. What just happened? So he's gonna take 1. So he goes down to 1, and then we go into fight. So he's gonna roll 2 dice, -2, so just 1 die. And he gets the extra roll additional during tests, during combat encounters. So he's going to roll 2. So it'd be 3 minus, well, it'd be 3 minus 2, 1. Fail. I take 3 damage going down to 1 health. At least wanted to hit him once. Jeez. Then flip this card. Cool. So that was my second action. I'm done. Alright. Next up is Mark. I could... we're probably gonna die. Let's go ahead and... Let's... Yeah, no matter what, I'm gonna die, aren't I? You and a monster in your space lose 1 health. I can put it at 6. So I'll do that. I'll lose 1. You'll be at 6. This is YOLO time. And then my second is I'll gain a focus. This is YOLO time. Alright. Here we go. Silas, you got to deal with this monster right here. So we're doing willpower plus 1. So 4 dice, and you just need 1 success. You got it with the 6. Then now the health check, we're rolling 3 dice. And we need 2 successes. I can re-roll 1 die. And that's all I can really do about it. I got 2 successes, which is what I needed. And I hit you for 2, you're dead. Boom. And then let's solve this expedition, people. Which it's going to fly up to the Himalayas. Flying over the area, you see evidence of an ancient stone city. You land your plane as close as you can and climb across the ice to reach the strange architecture. Test strength. So his strength is 3. I got 5, 5, 5. Hey, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Why can't that be from Mark? The murals inside the city tell the story of the Elder Things. Retreat doomed by 1. However, your studies take a toll on your mind. Test willpower. Power. If I fail, you block everything you've learned from your mind, gain an amnesia condition. Retreat doomed by 1, and then test willpower, which is 3 as well. I got a 5. Sweet. So I'm good. Well done. Well done. Okay. TikTok men have nasty stuff. They are super strong. Okay, so that's your turn. You're done. Lola. She isn't moving, so she is going to... She's not even going to go for the clue. She's actually going to draw a city card for Tokyo. An old sailor struggles to remember a chant he once used to drive off a Chthonian in 1923. As he mumbles, you try to identify the phrases. So I'm rolling 1 die. If you pass, you recognize that 1 monster of your choice on any space loses 2 health. That would kill that creature. So I only roll 1 die, though, but I got 1 reroll. This is what? This is lore. Yep. 1 die. Oh, wait, +1. So I should roll 2 die, because this book gives me +1 lore, so it's 3. No, it's still 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, duh. But I got 1 reroll, so here we go. A 4, spending the reroll. 5, boom! Yes! Boom, hit you, you're dead. Solving the mystery. Wait a second, it says 1 monster of your choice on any space loses 2 health. Yep. Got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's not a thing anymore. Thank you, Lola. Then we go to... Then we, who do we... That was Silas. Then we go to Jim. I don't know if I want Jim to close that gate. I don't know if I want him to close that gate, but let's do it. Close the gate. Jim's gonna die by something. You find a room filled with strange metal cylinders. Inside each cylinder is a living brain that can communicate through a speaker box. You ask them for help. Jim will die if he fails any of these tests. He will die immediately. So he's rolling 3 dice. He will die immediately. And this is not a combat encounter, so he doesn't get an extra die. And this is not a willpower test. And let's see if Jim's gonna die. I passed with a 6. Oh my god. My heart can't take this. He can still, if he fails any of these tests, he's dead. They describe how to operate the Migos machinery to travel between worlds based on what they saw. You try to operate the alien device, test lore. If you pass, you return home, close the gate. If you fail, you're dead. Lore's 3. Look at this. I even rolled a 6 off of it. 6, 6, 5. Oh, Jim lives. He lives. Oh my god. Okay, Mark's turn. Jim lives. Mark is in Arkham. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. I was like, this guy's dead. So Mark's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay no matter what happens here. So one of the stained glass windows in the South Church features an angel reading strange runes from a scroll. The runes look familiar to you. Test lore. If you pass, gain 1 incantation spell. If you fail, you cannot interpret the runes, but the angel's faces, so you lose 2 sanity. He can lose 2 sanity and be okay. So he has to test. He just rolls 1 die. I got a 4. Don't mind it. Take the 2. Take the 2. Oh my gosh. Now, let's see what happens. Alright, so a clue, a mystery, and something else happening. So let's first spawn our 2 clues. Oh my gosh. First clue is going on Arkham. Second clue on spot 15. Okay, the mystery is on space 2. There's a mystery on space 2. It's right there. And then this card's going to get 4 Eldritch tokens on it. And, oh, sorry. Boom. Make it easier for all of us to read. The strange phenomenon is an echo of the catastrophic destruction of Mu. The repercussions of the Serpent People's overreaching ambitions still take their toll. Fractured reality, ongoing rumor, as an encounter, an investigator on Space 2 may use an ancient portal created by long-dead wizards of Mu. He resolves an otherworld encounter. If the effect allows him to close this gate, solve this rumor instead. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, advance Doom by 1 for each gate on the board. This has got to go. So we'll put this over here because we're not going to space 9 and put that has gotta go. Okay. So then we move the first player token to Lola. We begin anew. Lola, I think I like you in that defeat monster space. So you're gonna go shopping again. First action. You got 1 success. It's not worth it. You will. I'm gonna use her ability. Spend any number. So I'm gonna spend 1 of these on willpower to up her. That's an actual ability. I'm gonna up her her lore by 1. So remember her thingamadoomahickey says the first time you pass a test for each skill, place a matching improvement token on this card. Ooh, I did pass some tests. What am I doing? I wasn't looking at that. So what did I pass? The first time you passed the test. Lola was first. She didn't get detained, so she did pass an influence test. So she did do that. Then 2, 3, 4. Then it was Jim, Mark, Silas, Lola. She tests. Nope. Then she did some damage to somebody here in Tokyo. She tests a lore test and passed that. And it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should have been Jim, Mark, Silas, Lola. She tested wisdom and strength, which was every. Oh, no, observation is the only thing she hasn't done. So she's done a strength and wisdom. So she just needs to pass observation and she flips her card. Okay. Cool. Cool. This is when you defeat a non-epic monster, which you didn't. All right, so that ends her turn. So she just needs an observation test, and then she finishes her stuff. So that is the end of you. You are going to rest to go to 2 and 2. And then you are going to... And the rest, I can roll this die to see if I can get a 5 or 6 to get rid of this leg injury. I got a 1, so nope. Then you are going to use your action. Each investigator in your space gains 1 sanity, so you'll go up to 3. 3. And that will end your turn. Your turn. You are going to rest. Going to 2 and 4. And then you are going to move with your train ticket to San Francisco. That is your turn. Silas. Silas. Guess we're dealing with this, huh, Silas? Move 1 space along a ship path, then perform 1 additional action, so you'll move here. Spending resources. I need to get his card going. Can you spend a resource? I don't see it on my cards for actions for resource spend. Let me see. Of course, you'd pop all the way over there. Thank you. Resources. So that's the errata. Really? I need to find out how to use resources. That's what I'm looking up. And reference guide. Let's see if we can find resources here. Of course, it has to take 13 years to load. Encounters. Resources. Reference cards. Research. Reserve. Rest. No resources. Okay. Resource. Yeah, resources isn't a thing. I don't have it. I don't have the rule for that. Does anyone have the rule for spending resources? Anyway, his first action is to move there. His second action will be focus. Oh, actually, no. It's the move, and then I get a free action. So that's the gain a focus. And let's rest. Nope, I'm at full. I'll gain a ship ticket. And that'll end your turn. Okay, so you're first. Let's see about hurting some monsters. Oh, wait. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. I took all things and I didn't even do this. So that is done. What is our next mystery? Beyond the one. I keep doing this. Yogg-Sothoth exists in a place at all times. Too many. So resources are a type of token that represent physical goods that aid in the investigators. Any investigator may hold a maximum of 2, right? Resources may be spent during a rest action. For recovering additional health or sanity. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. During an acquire action, a resource token may be spent for 1 automatic success. Thank you, Kate. So, what are we doing? After an investigator resolves a research encounter, they may spend 1 clue they gained from the encounter and place that clue on this card. At the end of the mythos, if they are clues, so if there are 4, you solve the mystery. Okay, so that was what was it, but we were on Monster Hurt, and I'm not taking that back. So Monster Hurt time. Tokyo. Tokyo. Yeah, she's keeping me in line. So you are placed on trial for violating the peace protection laws. Test influence. If you pass, you prove your innocence, and the government takes immediate action. Discard all monsters with 1 toughness from the game board. If you fail, 1 toughness is that cultist, and that's it. So cool. If I fail, I become detained. So let us roll our influence check of 4. And I can reroll once per round. An investigator on your space may roll 1 additional die when resolving a test. So 5. I got 1 success out of that. Thank God. Okay, so the cultist is gone. Back to the bag. And that's it. That was that. We've already taken care of that test. Next up is Jim. Jim's going for the clue. Let's do this. Shuffle the clue deck. It says if we do research encounter, so spend 1 clue they gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. So it's basically clue gain time. Okay. So everybody's going to a place with a clue, and that's where we're going to camp. Let's do it. You are on a city space. A noted politician walks straight towards you glaring. A cultist monster ambushes you. If you defeat it, you find out that he was secretly a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Gain this clue. If you do not defeat it, the magical attack leaves you deeply shaken. Gain a paranoia condition. Alright, so we're facing off against a cultist monster. Okay, so that's not bad. A cultist monster ambushes you, so I just need to gain 1 success. That's it. That's all I need is 1 success, but I'm rolling 2 dice, which this is going to be tough. Yeah, there's nothing to help me. But I can... Investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests during combat encounters. It ambushes you if you defeat it, and I think this is a combat encounter, so I gain 3. I got 1 success. That's all I needed. Hooah! So I gained this clue, and that was a research encounter. So boom, it's going on there. That's 1 of 4. So I don't get the paranoid condition, and I have to lose 1 sanity and gain 1 spell. 6. What spell am I gaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Healing words. I'll take that one. Probably the right person for that spell. Probably. Okay, so that was his for the clue. We're going to Mark. Where are you, Mark? You're in San Francisco. The examiner hires you to spend the night in the Winchester Mystery House. They provide you with experts in detecting supernatural. Improve observation. The odd architecture in the building's history threatens to unhinge your mind. As the evening passes, test willpower -1. If you fail, lose 2 sanity. Okay, so I improve observation. And then I need to test willpower -1, so I roll 4 dice. I got 1 success. Take that, jerk. Next up is Silas. He is in Sydney. Charles Hopkins hires you to restore the suburb of Bungaridi. At night, you feel hands grab your throat. Test willpower. If you pass, you return to the work in the morning and grow stronger. Improve strength. If you fail, you run away in terror, lose 1 sanity, and gain a hallucination condition. So willpower is 3 dice. I'm going to use one of my focuses. I'm going to use another focus. Oh, wait. Kate said to recover any... during an acquire action, a resource token may be spent for a success. On a rest, you recover. Okay, so it's not for rerolls. Failure. So I lose 1 sanity. And I gain the hallucination. I gain a hallucination condition. So that's these. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Grab that one. Hallucinations. When you perform a rest action, you roll a die on a 5 or 6, you deal what comes up. Okay, that ends all of us. Boom. Here we go. So we have to deal with that, and then that nonsense. Cool. So we move 1 blue gates. There are no blue gates. And I believe... Make sure this is... Clockwise by 1, then advanced doom for each... Yep. Okay, so it's gates. I think it's monster surges that happens on. Then the Reckoning. First of Reckonings. Monsters on the board. There's just 1 monster on the board, thank God. So no monsters. The Ancient One, each investigator in a space with a gate. No, 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 no. Okay. Then the next up is cards. 1 of these come off. Discard 1 from this card. Then this fun stuff. You've got a back injury, my friend. And you need to test your lovely, lovely strength. You're all of 2. I got a 5. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right, so you're okay. And then you've got a hallucination that you just got. Test willpower 3. Whoa, that sucked. Triple 3s. Swarming. The bugs are everywhere. They crawl across your skin and into your eye. Just died. Silas is dead. Silas just died! The bugs are everywhere. They crawl across your skin and into your mouth. Lose 3 sanity, then discard this card. He only had 3 sanity left. He's dead. Silas is out of the game. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then there were fewer. So this will go back, and this will go to discard. These will go all on you, but you're dead. So this way, Doom advances when someone dies, and I think that's it. And you're gone. Bye, Silas. All right, so then this shrinks down to 3 players, and we have a gate spawn. Gate spawns in Istanbul, and we have a monster. That is a clue. We have a monster. We have summoned the cultist. Okay, now. You hear it again and again on the news. Every day the world takes another step toward utter annihilation. You ask yourself, how much would you sacrifice to prevent that disaster? Even if you could only grant humanity one more day of existence, could you honestly say that the price was too high? Doom advances by 2 unless the lead investigator gains a dark pact condition. Lead investigator is Lola. I'm going to advance it by 2. It's at 9. Oh, boy. Okay, so that ends that. That was unfortunate. So, next round, first player moves to Jim. Oops, sorry. Jim is going to move. What's Jim going to do? Jim's going to rest. So he'll gain 3. When an investigator rests, tests lore, so I'm going to roll 3 dice. No successes. If they pass, nope, flip this card. The magic does nothing but hinder your rest, adding to your fatigue and dread. That investigator loses 1 health and 1 sanity. Cool. I didn't want to do that anyway. But let me test this leg injury, though. I got a 3. Nope, that stays with me, too. My other thing, let's go over here to spawn some. Deal with spawning some clues. And that will end your turn. Next up is Mark. Mark is going to in his other focus, and then he's going to move on to this thing to solve it. Yep. As an encounter, an investigator in this space may. Okay, so we got to do the otherworld encounter. Yep. So he'll be there with that, and that'll end his turn. And then Lola is actually going to. I don't know what the hell to do with you. You need to stay there. She's going to gain a focus. And she's going to go shopping. I got 2 successes. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a willpower test during a combat scenario. Or I could get the axe. I'm going to get the 45 automatic for 2. And Lucky Ring is there. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a test. And that is your turn. Jim's first. Jim, you are in Europe, in London. Jolly ol'. You try to schedule a meeting with D.G. Hogarth, president of the Royal Geographical Society. Test influence. If you pass, the distinguished explorer shares his fascinating spawn 2 clues. If you fail, Doom is gonna move. So don't fail, please. 5, got it. So I pass. Spawn 2 clues. I gotta be like Chris Traeger. Stop rolling poorly. So 14. Here. And the pyramids. Okay. Then Mark's turn. We're dealing with that, so we got to do. It says, as an encounter investigator on Space 2 may use an ancient portal created, blah blah blah, resolve another world encounter if the effect allows him to close a gate, solve the rumor. The book you are looking for is not on its proper shelf. You search the surrounding area, but after long hours, you have lost the will to keep searching. Test willpower. My willpower is 5. 2, 3, oops, 4, 5. I got 1 success. Got it. Cool. The tome was hidden at the back of the shelf. Opening up, you find a series of handwritten instructions scrawled in the margin. You follow the instructions to the best of your understanding. Test lore. If you pass, close this gate. If you fail, lose 1 sanity. Well, lore is not my strong suit. That is not something I am particularly good at. 2, reroll. 4, reroll. 6, thank God. Close the gate, solve the rumor. Jeez. Ah. Okay. Resolve. You just keep throwing stuff at it, hopefully. You get these things. This is why I gave him 2. Alright. So then finally Lola's going for the clue. And she's in a city. A photographer has taken several dubious images of ghostly orbs. You assess the veracity of the photographs. Ooh, this will get her ability if I can pass it. If you pass, you see one picture that has captured a partial image of Yogg-Sothoth. Gain this clue. Observation -1, so I'm only rolling 1 die. Once per round, but I can roll an extra to resolve, so it would be 3 -1, so 2 because of her ability. And I got 1 reroll. Let's see how we do. I got 2 5s. Hey. So, that's not this card. So what happens here? So if you pass, you see, gain this clue. That clue's going on here. And she upgrades her this, which she then immediately gets her lovely ability of method acting. Hey, Brian. When you gain this card, improve 2 skills of your choice. After you perform your action ability, you may perform 1 additional action. 3 actions! Yeah, buddy. That is what just happened. 3 actions. So I get to improve 2 skills of my choice. I'm going to improve lore, and I'm going to improve strength. She gets 3 actions. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. So then we deal with the card of Heck. So move, reckon, and gate. That seems to be all I keep getting. So move to green. There's 1 green. So it moves to 8. Reckonings. Nope. So first monsters on the board. There's only 2 monsters on the board. Then after monsters on the board, it is Ancient One. Anyone with a gate? No. Then after that, it is Mythos. That could be bad. And then after that, it is our cards. Chuckles here. It's his turn. Test strength. And I got 2 5s. Oh, I'm just barely staying alive here. Okay. And that's that. That's the reckoning. Then we spawn a gate. London. Monsters coming out on that gate. It is a Nopka. When this monster spawn, move it to the Himalayas. Thank you. Okay, so next up after that, we read what the card's going to do to us. That is horrible. The wind suddenly picks up, causing a shiver despite the clear blue sky. Looking to the horizon, you see steely gray clouds approaching the storm. Each investigator discards clues equal to the number of Rumors Mythos cards in play. If there are no Rumor Mythos cards in play, draw and resolve one Rumor Mythos card from the game box. I don't have any clues, so this doesn't apply to me. Bye! Alright, so, let's see what's... So we move the first player token to Mark. Mark. I need to get you to a clue. Where are you? You're on a ship space. Mark. I'm gonna have you move here to this wilderness space and focus. You're done. Lola. Jeez. Not getting any clues on this turn. Well, let's see if we could just deal with monster defeats while she's there. She's gonna shop. First, before she shops, she'll use her action to... No, she won't. She gets 3 actions, actually. So she can shop, move. She can shop, gain a ship ticket, and move. And that probably will be good enough to get her to a clue next time. So she's going to shop. 1 success. She's going to gain a debt condition. Going to gain a debt condition to make it 3, and she's going to buy the lucky ring. The holy water's back. That's her first action. Second action, get a ship ticket. Third action, boom, boom. She's going for the clue to close out this mystery. Okay. That ends her turn. It's Jim's turn. Jim's going to rest, but he has to do this healing word nonsense. So let's see if we can pass. I got 1 success. Your slumber is deep and refreshing. No additional effect. So I actually happy. Then flip this card back. Okay, as long as I roll 1 success, I'm good. So that's his first action. We gotta shut that gate, so he's not gonna move. So the second action is to focus. Okay, and that ends his turn. Begin the pain. Mr. Mock, you are on a wilderness space. The ground slopes upward, so unfortunately you suspect a structure exists underneath. You search for a buried entrance to claim the treasure found. Inside, you may spend 1 clue to gain an artifact. I don't have a clue. I don't even have a single clue. Then goes Lola. Where are you, Lola? You're on a city space. A friendly game of cards ends with a very high-stakes hand. Test influence. If you pass, you maze everyone watching and find a new friend. Gain 1 random ally asset from the deck. If you fail, gain a debt condition to cover the loss. Already got a debt condition. Can't gain 2. So we just need to try to pass. I'm going to roll 4 dice. I got a 6 and a 5, so I gain a random ally from the deck. So we pull from the bottom. Nope. Yes. Shuffle this. Witch Doctor. Investigators on your space may recover 1 additional health or discard a curse condition when performing a rest action. Very, very cool. So all she has to do is rest, and that curse condition is gone. Okay, and then finally, Jim. He's trying to close. Oh, he's trying to close that gate. That was weird. Thank you, Alexa. So, Los Carcosa, a strange-looking man named Wild, offers to repair your reputation in exchange for information. You may spend one clue to resolve the pass effect. If you do not spend the clue, resolve the fail effect. I don't have a clue to spend. After turning down the offer, you find yourself the target of a smear campaign engineered by Wild. You are certain that you command enough respect to resist his efforts. Test influence. If you fail, people on the street openly glare at you, lose 1 sanity, and discard all ally assets. Okay, so Jim, that sucks for you. So there's no gate closing here. I just need to pass this, so it's 3 minus 1, so I'm rolling 2 dice. I got a 5, so suck it, Jim. So if you... That's just it. That's just it. Nothing else. Okay. Then this fun. I guess what we're doing. The same exact thing. So this goes here. There's 1 blue gate, and that's it. So Doom moves to 7. Reckonings. No monsters. You do. Each investigator on this space loses 1 health. No investigators there. This is about to really suck. So nothing there. Then the Reckoning on Ancient One card. He is at a gate. So it says, investigator on a space containing a gate advances Doom by 1 unless they discard a spell. I don't want to lose any spells just yet. Then after that is on cards. She's got a debt condition. They've come to collect. So let's see what happens. Good lord. Lola, stop it! So, a sorcerer holds you down and carves a symbol onto your forehead. Time to pay what you owe, he says. You attempt to dispel the darkness that fills your thoughts. Test lore. If you fail, you have no recollection, gain amnesia, and then discard this card. So, I roll 4 dice. Woo! Spend that. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait. I was supposed to be able to roll 1 extra die against the test. Nope. So, there it is. So, I gain an amnesia condition. Amnesia. When you perform a rest action, you may roll 1 die, and bad stuff is going to happen to me. That conditions. Gotta love them. All right. Then you got your leg injury that you got to deal with your 2 strength that you're going to roll. I got a 6. And then you don't have anything. All right. So then we got a gate spawn. San Francisco. Which is a goat spawn, which I really want to kill. Really want to do that. But I don't have a ship ticket. Okay. So that... Then we deal with what comes up. You wrap the towel around some ice and apply it to your injuries. No, thematic. Hoping to reduce the swelling, you make a mental list of all the sacrifices that you've had to make and those that you asked of others. All that... Oh, wait. I'm not done. This is supposed to kick on the card, which then this thing fires off, and it says, when there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator discards all of their clues and discard all clues on the game board. That was supposed to happen. Sorry. So this thing says, events. Shuffle a solved mystery. This game's over. Shuffle a solved mystery back into the deck unless investigators at a group spend clues equal to half investigators. If there are no solved mysteries, advance Doom by 1. So this lovely thing that I beat, going back in the deck. Awesome. This is hot garbage. Hot, steaming pile of trash. First player going to Lola. Good gravy. Alright, let's go here to close this gate. Before we do that, let's gain... I got 3 actions. There's no monsters here, so move there, and acquiring assets says city only, no monsters, so she's going to acquire assets. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a test. Screw it. Alright, so that ends her turn. Jim's turn. Jim's going to move to Rome to try to close that gate for 1, and then he is going to rest. So I need to roll. Test 3. I got 1 success, which is cool. I rest, so I go to 4 and 4. And then let's try to get rid of this by rolling a die. I rolled a 1. Nope. Alright. So you're done. Then Mark's turn. Mark's gonna gain a focus. Mark's gonna move. Oh, wait. When I moved there, I should have been in Tokyo. I did that wrong. So Mark's actually gonna stay in Tokyo. He's gonna do that. And then he's gonna shop. Nothing. Alright, cool. All done. Let's resolve Lola at the gate. The past, you find yourself standing in front of antique scientific equipment. According to the papers, the year 1771. You read through the notes and try to interpret the nature of the experiment. So we'll do lore, which is 4. I gain a reroll. You may reroll 1 die, and I'm doing a test, so I gain an extra die. And that's it. 3 successes. Boom, boom, boom. Why can't I get that one shopping? Alright, so Joseph Kerwin was using this lab to revive dead wizards from their ashes and interrogate them for arcane knowledge. Using his notes, you close this gate. The rest of his results may also prove useful. You may become delayed to gain a spell. No, thank you. We'll just close the gate. So you close that red gate. Then it is Jim's turn, where he's trying to close this red gate. You find others who, like you, have had their consciousness pulled into alien bodies from throughout time. Try to convince them to share their knowledge. Test influence. His influence is 3. He's got a reroll. Fail. And I keep forgetting I rolled an additional die. That's a 1, so fail. Okay. Yep. So we failed. You gain nothing from speaking to them. Just being around them sets you on edge. Your mind might unhinge if you continue to push yourself without resting. Gain a paranoid condition and lose 1 sanity unless you want to become delayed. In a paranoid condition, lose 1 sanity, going down to 3. And that went horribly. Okay, Mark. Mark is going to try to see if he can defeat a creature in Tokyo. So, Japanese scientists have struck a bargain with the Migo. You try to break into one of their laboratories' tests. Observation. If you pass, you find a radio that can control monstrous beings. Discard 1 monster of your choice with toughness 3 or less from any space. Cool, that'll work. So, his observation is 3. I got a success. So, this is I want you gone. That would go here because you defeated it. And we're not lost in time and space. Sweet. Okay. Need what, 10? Is that what? Yeah, 10 or greater. Oh my gosh! Come on! Here we go. Move, monster surge, and clues. So, move, red. There is one red gate. Monster surge, 2 monsters are spawning on the red gate. First one is a Byaku. And second one is a cultist. Okay. Then we spawn 2 clues. One is on 11. And the other is on 2. This is me crying and whimpering from what's about to happen. The full moon seems to stir the blood of every beast. Even listless old hounds seem possessed by the spirit of some feral ancestor, vicious and cruel. Resolve the reckoning effect on each monster on the game board twice. If there are no monsters on the game board with a reckoning effect, advance doom by 1. There isn't. There is not, because I got rid of the other one. So, why do these cards suck? Okay, so cool. So we're at 4 before the game's over. All right, pass first player marker to Jim. Oh, Jim. First action, I could do Blessing of Isis. If I pass that, I gain a bless condition, but I'd have to flip the card to see what happens. Let's do the let's do the shriveling. I'm gonna roll 3 dice. See what happens. I got 1 success. If you pass, choose a monster in your space to lose 2 health. If you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, you may lose 1 sanity to move 3 spaces. Nope, I just want you dead. And then I gotta flip this card. I got 1 success. Your magic calls attention to your location. Immediately resolve a combat encounter against each monster in your space in the order of your choice. Well, there's only 1 monster, and it is a fight test. And my fight is 2. And it's a combat encounter, which doesn't help me at all. So I just need 1 success. And I got it. So 1 success. You had 1. I block. I didn't take any damage. I kill you, but I am going to lose a sanity in game. Lose a sanity going down to 2. And gain a spell and flip this card back. That was my first action. My spell gain is... Oops, sorry. 7. So after the healing one. Instill bravery. So let's grab that one. Put that down there. Once per round, when an investigator would lose sanity, you may test lore. If you pass, prevent that investigator from losing up to 2. That is clutch. Okay, so then I'm going to rest. Which means I got to do a couple things for rest. There's a lot of things happening for rest. So first, let's go to 5 and 3. 5, 3. Then we do healing, which I gotta test lore. I got 1 success, so I'm fine. Then I'm doing my leg injury. Nope. Then I'm doing my paranoia. Nope. So that is the end of my turn. I don't even know why I try sometimes. Okay, so then it's Mark's turn. Mark, I'm gonna need you on that clue, my good sir. And actually, I'll have you shop before you go on that clue. Nothing. All right, then you move on to clue and you're done. Finally, Lola. Lola's going to move to the Himalayas to try to get an artifact. So she has 3 actions. She'll move there. She'll focus. Actually, she'll shop. She'll focus, and then she'll move there. So shop is 4 dice. She got 2 successes. She's gonna grab the Elder Sign. Lucky Rabbit's Foot comes out, but she moves. She shops, focuses, and moves. And that will end her turn. Okay. Jim's first, trying to close this gate. Come on, Jim. Come on, Big Jim. At an elaborate, basically, an elaborate masquerade, you talk to decadent partygoers who are all maneuvering to be declared as the proper heir to the crown. Pass influence. His influence is 3. I succeeded. Yay. Believing that you could help him, a guest attempts to bribe you. Gain 1 artifact. Seeing this, the queen demands that you unmask. She questions you relentlessly in an attempt to discover that you've learned. Become delayed unless you spend 2 clues. If you spend the clues, you gain her favor. Close this gate. You suck. So I become delayed, but I gain an artifact. You suck. Delayed is me going flat, so no turn for me. I'll put this on it to say I'm delayed. I gain an artifact. I gain the Migo Brain Case. You and another investigator may trade possessions. In addition, they may move to your space. If they do move to his previous card, so it's kind of trading. And it doesn't say in my space. We could just trade. Sweet. Okay, that was your story. You didn't close the gate. Still, marks on that clue, so we can end this nonsense. And it is a sea location. Dolphins have been following the boat since you left port. You search the cargo hold for powerful objects that might attract their attention. Observation -1. If you pass, you find a hidden compartment, gain the clue, and 1 magical artifact. If you fail, 2 sanity loss. So my observation is 3, -1, 2. Success! Good lord. And I gain a magical artifact. Let's see. Pulling from the bottom, magical artifact, magical. Here it is. Curse Sphere. Gain +2 to all skill. Gain +2 to all skills. And on the Reckoning, roll a die, and if we screw up, we get a curse condition. So gain +2 to all skills. Whoa. We're going to put that right here to make sure that I don't forget it. That was amazing. Okay. Then Lola. And this is going to move to the pyramids. Nabka summons a terrible blizzard to destroy you and your expedition. You have to survive the storm before you can continue. Test strength. Her strength is 3. She got it. She passed. You weather the storm in a cave and find the statue of a 3-eyed horror surrounded by odd relics. Gain 1 artifact. You try to determine the statue's origin. Test lore -1. If you fail, you do not recognize Rontago and the item, so lose 2 sanity. So we need to test. It is 4. So 4 -1 is 3. Got a 5. Passed it. So we gain 1 artifact. We got Cultists the Ghouls. Test lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 2 clues. Not too shabby. So that is us. We deal with this. That's moving. There is one blue gate going down to 3. Monster surge on that blue gate. First one is a cultist. Second one is a maniac. What? Huh. Okay. So, and then spawn 2 clues. Maniac. He's a maniac, people. 7. And I was 1 away from beating this game, the Amazon, but no, that card just had to suck. All right, what's happening? In one night, the whole monstrous undertaking has disappeared. Monstrous undertaking has disappeared. Every occult sigil has been sanded from the wall and painted over. Every name on your list has moved to a new city without notice. You would like to believe that you managed to drive them out, but you fear that it signifies something worse. The dark goal they've been pursuing is now accomplished. That which consumes. Investigators or group choose 1 gate on the game board and discard it. If the discarded gate does not correspond to the current doom, advance doom by 1. And it does. We're going to choose this lovely blue gate. Bye. Okay. And that is that. That wasn't so bad. The other one sucked. So at the end of this, we have 3. This is solved. So our new mystery is Arcane Understanding. Humanity must not tamper with arcane energies. Yogg-Sothoth is the very essence of magic, and a person under the influence of sorcery will inescapably become the Ancient One's puppet. When an investigator passes a lore test without resolving a spell effect, they may spend 1 clue and discard that clue. Discard that spell after they have finished resolving the effects. If place 1 Eldritch token on this card. What? When an investigator passes a lore test while resolving a spell effect, they may spend 1 clue and discard that spell after they have finished resolving its effect. If they do, place 1 Eldritch token on this card. So now we need to start burning spells. Well, that's Jim. So Jim needs clues and Jim needs that, but he's delayed. Okay, so pass first player token here. Where are you? You gotta close this gate. So you already have all the focus. You're gonna move here, and can you shop while there's enemies there? Nope. But you can gain a token. We'll gain a ship token. And that will end your turn. Next up is Lola. Lola has 3 actions. Lola's gonna move to city. No, because then she can't use the train ticket. Lola's going to I want her to get here, and I can't get her there. She'll move to city. She'll buy a ship ticket. I might need that. And she'll shop. 2 successes. Once per round, you may reroll 1 die when resolving a test, so that's 1 for the lucky rabbit's foot. And that's all. Okay. That ends her turn. Now it's Jim's turn. He's delayed. And Jim's turn's over. All right. So let's resolve for you. You've got a monster to fight. Let's deal with the monster. So willpower, you're rolling 5 dice. You just need 1 success. You didn't get any. That's okay. You'll take a hit. Then you will fight -2, so it's, well, your skills. Oh, sorry, my skill was up by 2. I should have done 2 more dice. There, I did pass it, so I wouldn't have taken that. I keep forgetting about my skill bump. So then, my fight -2. I'm going to be using the revolver, so that'll take care of the -2. I'm at 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. And I got 2 successes, which is what I needed to kill you, and you not hurt me. And nope, I do not want to gain a dark pact to discard a monster from play. Nope, no thank you. But you will come on here, giving me, that is 5, 6, 7, so you're close, and then we're going to try to shut this gate down. So you find a dead Migo that was carrying a large container of the strange metal known as Tukul. Although valuable, the substance is also extremely heavy, and the container proves difficult to move. Strength -1. My strength is 4 plus 2, 6. -1 is 5, so I'm going to be rolling 5 dice. Yep. I got my success, so I'm good. You hope to trade the Tukul to the Migo in exchange for their help. Test influence -1. If you pass, the strange wing crustaceans agree and return you home. Close this gate. If you fail, the Migo use the device to steal both the container and your memories. Gain an amnesia condition. So it is influence. My influence is 2 plus 2, 4 -1. So I'm rolling 3 dice. And I got it. So close the gate. Gate closed. All right. Then Lola, she is in a city space. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. The shop is robbed while you're browsing. You attempt to fend off the thieves. Test strength. If you pass, the store owner is very gracious. Gain 1 item asset from the reserve, or 1 item asset from the deck. If you fail, lose 1 health and discard 1 item. So her strength is a 3. Okay. Yep, I got it. I passed. I got a 5 and a 6. So gain 1 asset from the reserve. When you gain this card, you may immediately discard 1 condition. I have an amnesia condition. Yep, I'll do that to discard this amnesia condition. Thank you, sir. Oh wait, nope. Sorry, I can't. It says gain 1 item. Gain 1 item asset. So nope, can't do it. We'll gain the carbine rifle. And the pocket watch comes out. Cool. Then it's Jim's turn. This man can't shut a gate to save his life. We're not dead yet. In the Cavern of Flames, the bearded priests, Nast and Kamata, warn you that it is too dangerous to continue. You insist that you possess the knowledge you need and are resolved to enter the Dreamlands. This one's gonna suck. Roll 1 additional die for each clue you have. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Because of my out of time, I roll 1 fewer die when resolving this test. My willpower is 3, so now it's 2. And then minus that 1, it's 1. But I do, so it would be 3 plus the 1 I get to roll. Nope, that's combat encounters. So I'm just rolling 1 die with no way to mitigate it. 1 die with no way to mitigate it. 5! Ah! Take that, sucker! Alright, so we passed that. Oh! After getting... I feel better. After gaining access to the Dreamlands, you find yourself fighting moon beasts on a black galley sailing to the moon. Test strength. If you pass, you steal their treasure and are able to barter with it. Close this gate. If you fail, you're going to not die. You'll be okay. So strength. My strength is 2. Come on, baby. Come on. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. Dang it. So I lose 2 health, going down to 3, and I become delayed again. I'm delayed once again. I cannot close this gate. I don't know why I try. Alright, so let's see what's going on next. This goes to green. There is 1 green gate. We get down to 2. The Reckoning. Nope. 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 Yep. Discard a spell or face the consequences. I don't wanna. The 1. I don't wanna. I don't wanna lose it. Everything here chains well together. Yeah. Okay. Then we go to, there's none of those. Then you've got an amnesia condition. Tests willpower. You roll 4 dice. You are not going down without a fight. Come on. Come on, I don't want you to fail this. Dang it! Dang it! Oh, I was supposed to roll 1 additional die. Sorry, I keep forgetting her ability. Dang it! So let's see what happens. Suddenly, the terrible memories of the profane ritual return to you. How merciful your mind had been to forget your horrible deeds. Now that you remember the truth, you know you will soon have to hold up your end of the bargain. Gain a dark pact condition, then discard this card. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Where's dark pact? Uh-oh! And so it begins. Okay? Your Reckoning. Oh no! Alright, so you've got to test Strength. Hey, you passed. Then you've got to test Willpower, rolling 2 dice. Hey, you passed with a 5. And then you got nothing going. Woo! My goodness. Then spawn a gate. This is going on Sydney. There's a monster there. Our lovely friend from Innsmouth has shown up once again. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Sweating and exhausted, you stop the rest in what little shade you can find. You've already heard stories of this heat wave claiming the lives of sick or elderly individuals. You fear that if you keep going at this pace, you might fall victim to it as well. Each investigator loses 3 health unless they become delayed. So that would kill almost everybody. So, delayed. You're already delayed, so you are dead. You have no choice. You're already delayed. Can't become delayed again, so you have to take the opposite. So Jim just died, and you too will become delayed. So Jim is dead. Injuries. This is discarded. Spells are discarded. Bye, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Okay. Cool. This was an awful card. Sweet. Sweet. So we take this from 3 down to 2. All right. This is like a death march. Okay, next round. You're both delayed. You can do nothing. End the round. This was supposed to pass here. You are in a city space. Corrupt members of the police force pressure you for a bribe. You speak to some people you know to take care of the problem. Test influence, which is 4. I passed. If you pass, the police are apologetic and share their leads with you. Spawn 1 clue. 19. 19. Okay, then you... No, that was you. You are in San Francisco. You study a fascinating book entitled You study a fascinating book entitled Megapolysomancy, which describes how to use the energy of large cities to manipulate the future. That's lore. If you pass, you gain keen insight into future events, improve. If you fail, bad things. All right, so lore is just 1. Nope, +2, 3. Oh, you were supposed to test your reckoning. I forgot to test his reckoning. Roll a die. You roll a 5, he was fine with it. So I got a success, so I passed. Improve observation. So my observation goes to max. Okay. There are blue gate in the house. There is not. Huh. Look at that. Okay, reckonings. None on the board. Nobody's with a gate. You've got a dark pact, my friend. Pact with the dark man. You know that ever since you signed your name in that terrible book, signed it in your own blood, the day would come eventually. You can hear his cloven feet approaching, and you're certain that the end is near. I'm just going to hold this card up to tell you how much of BS this is. Yep. Yep. Are you kidding me? The one person who could live. Yep. What does devoured mean, you ask? Oh, let me look that up for you. When an investigator is devoured, they resolve the following steps. Advance the doom by 1. He spawns. Discard possessions. The investigator discards all possessions, condition cards, health, sanity, and improvement tokens, and returns his investigator and tokens to the box. Pass the lead investigator. If the devoured investigator has the lead, pass it on. Investigator's dead. She died instantly because of this. I avoided dark pacts and they made me take one. Wow. She was so powerful. So sad. She was the only one that was living. Ugh. But not anymore, she's dead. 3 down. Jeez. That was just the reckoning. His reckoning now. Let's see if this is game over. I roll a 5, I'm fine. So then we're going to spawn a gate. So we got to reshuffle the gates. This is just stupid. If you can't laugh, you'll cry. Shanghai. And there's a monster in Shanghai. Okay. Amigo. Alright. So that was the gate spawn. So then we're doing the... We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So ever since you arrived here, you felt the call of that other world. An entire land of wonder awaits you just past that threshold. And you find yourself unable to resist the temptation any longer. Wonderlust. Each investigator on a space containing a gate tests. If they fail, they gain a loss in time and space condition. I'm not on a space with a gate, so I don't have to worry about that. Pick rocks. But we hit 0 hour. The key and the gate. Final mystery. The ancient horror tears away the walls between worlds, pouring itself through cracks in reality. If 3 mysteries have been solved, does an encounter investigator on a space containing a gate may confront Yogg-Sothoth by resolving the key and the gate special encounter. When there are Eldritch tokens on this sheet equal to half the... So 1 investigator you win the game. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, flip the sheet. So that happens. Lurker at the threshold. Each time a gate would cause doom to advance, place that gate on this sheet instead. Each time any other effect would cause doom to advance, place one gate from the gate stack on the sheet instead. Then, if there are 3 or more gates on the sheet, you lose. Oh, the Reckoning effect. Domino. The Reckoning effect. Each investigator on a space containing a gate places that gate on the sheet unless they discard a spell. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So the one person who could have solved all of this. I haven't even solved the third mystery. There's no way I could win this. There's no way I could win this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this. I think I'm gonna call this one a loss. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a loss. This is he jumps off the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. The end. There's no way I can do that. I would have had to solve 2 more mysteries because they took away one of mine. 2 more mysteries and then that one to deal with it. Good game, I guess. I know, right? It's fun. I'm still loving this game. That was just brutal. And humanity is destroyed yet again. Yeah, that was brutal. That was a brutal card. It just insta-killed my strongest character. It's like KDM all over again. But that is Yogg-Sothoth. So we got to see him crop up and try to face him to see what happened. We're here. So yeah, that was no, we don't. But it's very thematic. It's supposed to seem hopeless. I just need the right combo to take this down. Lola was amazing. I think she's pretty cool. So Kate, I'm super curious as how you're gonna play her next Sunday when we play Edge of the Earth. I'm super curious about her, but she was a pretty amazing character. I liked using her as a character. So I can't wait to see her in Edge of the Earth. So we will get through that. Okay, what's coming up next? Tomorrow is One Stop Co-op Shop chat, and then Sunday is Osworn. Then Tuesday we get Kate has 0 idea if her deck will work, so you and me both. Yeah, we're gonna be so coming up not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the first Sunday of February. Kate, Cynthia, and myself are starting our Edge of the Earth Arkham Horror campaign. So we've already we won Innsmouth because Kate and Cynthia are the greatest of all time Arkham Horror players. So we won because of them. I died. So but that we still won the entire campaign. Now we're going to be getting into Edge of the Earth, and we're going to see, because none of us have played it, so we're going in blind. Favorite Lovecraftian story game so far? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. Any review of Marvel United Season 3 next week, or only after the Kickstarter ends? Dom, I believe Steve said that we're going to do that the last day of the campaign. We're right, like, before it closes, we're gonna do something. It's either the last week or the last day is what he said we're gonna do, but it'll be before the campaign ends. So we'll do another stream to run through a buyer's guide for it, to let y'all know what you want, what you should get, what you shouldn't get, that type of thing, if you're interested in getting it. You valiantly sacrifice yourself for us to save the world. I know. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, get some dinner. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, my Patreons, my YouTube subscribers. Next week, Friday, I'm actually going to take a quick break from Eldritch Horror because I want to play Rackline Run. I've been messing with it, and I really like the game a lot. Like I really like it more than I should. So I'm gonna play that next week, Friday, and then we'll be back to Eldritch Horror. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, my Patreons, my YouTube subscribers. And if you're neither, just coming in, thank you and welcome as well. And just remember, I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.